Welcome to One Goal English Podcast. Your journey to fluent English starts here.
What if I told you that studying English for 4 hours this Sunday is actually a complete waste of time?
I mean, it really is.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we are exploring week 1 of the 30-day English Speaking Challenge. And this deep dive is, well, it's completely different from our normal shows.
Yeah, totally different.
Because today, you are not just listening to us. Today, you are going to speak.
That's right. The golden rule of this challenge kind of changes everything, you know? Building a small daily habit is just much more important than studying for many hours at once.
Right.
Like practicing for 15 minutes every single day is so much better than studying for 4 hours on just one day.
When I try to speak a new language, I often just freeze.
Oh, yeah. The panic.
Exactly. My brain just goes completely blank. I feel super nervous. Why is it so hard to just open my mouth and speak?
Well, it's because speaking English is not just a mental activity, it's actually a physical activity too. I mean, your tongue, your lips, and your jaw, they all need to learn new physical movements. Think of it kind of like muscle memory.
Oh, wow. Okay, that makes total sense. It's literal muscle memory. Like swinging a tennis racket or playing the piano. Just read a book about playing the piano. You actually have to move your fingers.
Right. And if you want to build strong muscles, you can't go to the gym for 10 hours on one day and then just do nothing for a month.
That would be terrible.
It wouldn't work. You need small daily lifts. You need to stretch those speaking muscles just a little bit every day.
So our mission today is to give you those daily lifts. As we go through week 1 of the challenge, we will ask you to pause this deep dive.
And when you pause, we don't want you to just think about the answers in your head.
No, definitely not. We want you to speak out loud, say the words with your mouth.
Are you ready to start building that muscle? Let's jump right into day 1.
Let's do it. Since starting is always the hardest part, we're going to begin with the easiest topic in the world. And that topic is you. Just introduce yourself.
Now, let's expand your world a bit. We usually start conversations by sharing who we are. But why is this the perfect starting point?
Well, because you know yourself better than anyone else, right?
Yeah.
You don't need to invent new ideas. You don't have to search for answers. You already know your name, your city, and your job.
Right.
So this day is just about taking the facts you already know and putting them into very simple English.
I really like that. But let's look at a bad example first. Sometimes people just say hi, I'm John, and then they just stop completely.
Yeah, and that doesn't really help the conversation, does it?
Not at all.
Right, so we want to use 4 or 5 simple sentences. Let's talk about your name, your country, your job, or your studies, and maybe, your hobbies.
Okay, listen to this good example. Hello, my name is Ahmed. I live in Bangladesh. I am a university student. I enjoy reading books. My goal is to speak English fluently. Notice how simple those sentences are. Simple English is absolutely enough here.
It really is.
Short sentences are perfect. Please, do not worry about having perfect grammar today. Your only job is just to physically speak the words.
So let's build a sentence together. I will say the first part, and I want you to just listen to the structure. So I live in, and then you say your city.
Right, I live in Tokyo.
Or I live in Cairo.
I live in Bogota.
See?
Very, very simple.
So now it is your turn. We want you to introduce yourself, tell us your name, where you live, what you do, and one hobby.
I know it feels a little silly to talk to an empty room or, to your phone, but do it anyway. We will wait right here for you.
Yep, take your time.
Pause the deep dive right now. Speak out loud using 4 or 5 simple sentences. Hit pause.
Welcome back. Great job. You just completed your very first speaking practice.
You flexed that speaking muscle.
Exactly.
Now that you can talk about yourself, we don't want to just stay in a bubble.
Yeah.
To have a real conversation, you have to bring other people into your story.
Right. And that brings us to day 2, which is talk about your family.
Expanding our world to the people closest to us is, it's very natural. Family is a familiar and really warm topic.
Definitely.
Let's make sure we have the basic vocabulary first. When we say parents, we mean your mother and your father.
But what if I want to talk about my brother or my sister?
You just use those exact words,
Yeah.
brothers and sisters. And if we look at the older generation, we have grandparents,
So that means your grandfather and grandmother.
right? You can also talk about children or, even pets.
Pet is an animal that lives in your home with you, like a dog or a cat, right?
Exactly.
Okay, I have a big question about this. Let's play a little game. I will be the nervous student.
Okay, go for it.
So let's say I am speaking about my family. I want to say my mother likes to work in the garden. But suddenly my brain just freezes. I completely forget the word gardening.
Oh, that happens all the time.
I just panic. What do I do? Do I stop talking?
Well, that is a very real fear. Everyone feels that panic. But here is a crucial tip from the 30-day challenge. Do not stop.
Don't stop.
Don't stop. If you forget a word, just find another way to explain it. Keep the conversation moving forward.
But how do I do that if I don't know the word?
You just use simpler words to describe the action. So if you forget the word gardening, you can simply say, my mother likes plants. She likes to grow beautiful flowers outside.
Oh, wow.
It means the exact same thing to the listener.
She likes plants. That takes away so much pressure. Like, I don't need a big vocabulary. I just need to describe the idea.
Exactly. Let's do another one. What if your brother designs houses, but you forget the word architect?
I guess I could just say, my brother draws houses. He plans new buildings.
Perfect. See, the goal is just to keep talking. Let's listen to a short sample dialogue about family.
Okay.
My family has 5 people. My father's a teacher. My mother loves to grow plants. I have one younger sister. We enjoy eating dinner together.
Those sentences are so clear. And, to make your answer even longer, you can just ask yourself questions while you speak.
Right, like what?
Like, what do they like to do? What makes them special?
Yes. So it's time for your next practice. Think of 2 people in your family, or maybe one family member and a pet.
Describe them out loud. Use simple sentences. And remember, if you forget a word,
Do not stop. Just find another way to say it.
we are waiting for you. Hit pause on the deep dive right now and describe 2 family members out loud. Pause now.
Excellent work. You kept moving. So now we have talked about the people in your life. The next step in expanding your world is looking at the physical space around you.
And that brings us to day 3. Describe your room. Now, I have to say, this sounds a little strange. Why do we need to talk about our room?
Well, because describing your room helps you connect English directly to the real world.
Okay, how so?
When you learn a language, you usually translate everything in your head first, right?
Yeah.
You see a table, you think of the word in your native language, and then you try to translate it to English.
Oh, yeah. And that mental translation takes way too much time. It makes me speak very, very slowly.
Exactly. So describing a room helps you break that habit. You look at the object and you say the English word immediately. You see the table, you just say table.
For this topic, we're going to use a little analogy. I want you to pretend you are a detective.
A detective, I like that.
Right. A detective doesn't judge the room. They don't care if the room is messy or dirty. They just look around and report the facts.
And to report the facts, a detective really needs position words. These words tell us where things are.
Let's talk about them. On, under, next to, behind, between.
Let's practice using them naturally.
Okay, I'm looking at my desk right now. My coffee cup is touching the top of the desk. So I say the cup is on the desk.
Right. And if you say dropped your pen on the floor beneath your chair, you would say the pen is under the chair.
What if my phone is sitting right beside my computer?
Then you say my phone is next to my computer.
Okay, what if I have a tall lamp and my chair is in front of it?
You can report it by saying the lamp is behind my chair.
Okay, I am going to be the detective now. Listen to my report.
Let's hear it.
There is a wooden desk next to the window. My laptop is on the desk. My black backpack is under the chair. There is a plant behind the door.
Very good detective work. See how simple and clear those sentences are? You just reported exactly what was in the room.
Now it is your turn to be the detective. Look around the exact room you were sitting in right now.
It doesn't matter if you were in a bedroom, an office, or, a living room. Just find 5 objects.
Use the position words.
Huh.
On, under, next to, behind, between. Say 5 things you see out loud.
And remember, don't just think the words. Your mouth needs the actual practice.
Be the detective. Pause the deep dive now and speak 5 sentences. Hit pause.
Welcome back. You are doing fantastic. Now, your room is the space where your day begins and where your day ends.
Right.
We've talked about the physical space.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about moving through time in that space.
Which brings us to day 4. Talk about your daily routine. This is just what you do on a normal, average day from morning until night.
This includes actions like, waking up, brushing your teeth, eating breakfast, going to work or school, eating lunch, and finally going to bed.
But there is a danger here. When people talk about their daily routine, they often sound a bit like a robot.
Yes, they really do.
They say, I wake up, I eat breakfast, I go to work, I eat lunch. It sounds very choppy.
That is very true. To fix this, you need what I call street signs.
Street signs?
Yeah, think about driving a car. Without street signs, you get totally lost. In a conversation, transition words are your street signs.
Ah, okay.
They tell the listener exactly where you're going next.
Those street signs make the English sound really smooth and connected. Let's learn them. First, then, after that, next, finally.
Let's do a role play to show how important these street signs are. I will ask you about your morning routine,
Okay.
and I want you to use the street signs to guide me through your morning.
Okay, I am ready. Ask me.
What do you do?
Well, first, I wake up at 7 o'clock. Then, I brush my teeth and wash my face. After that, I eat breakfast with my family. Next, I drink a hot cup of coffee and read the news. Finally, I open my laptop and start my work.
That was perfectly smooth. I didn't get lost at all. You use the street signs to connect every single action. First, then, after that, next, finally.
It feels so much more like a real story when I use those words. Now is your turn to practice. We want you to tell us the story of your morning.
Think about what you did today. Use the street signs. Start with first, tell us what you did next, and end with finally.
Tell us out loud. Don't worry if it's not perfect. Just practice the muscle movement. Pause the deep dive right now and describe your morning. Hit pause.
Great job. You are officially halfway through week 1.
You know, talking about daily routines and eating breakfast is making me a little bit hungry.
Me too. All this talking requires a lot of energy. And that brings us perfectly to day 5. Describe your favorite food. We include food in week 1 because it is the ultimate universal connector. No matter where you travel in the world, food is the easiest conversation starter.
Everyone loves to talk about what they eat.
Exactly.
But just like earlier, there's a bad way to answer this question. If I ask someone, what is your favorite food? And they just say biryani, the conversation just dies.
Yeah, biryani is a one-word answer. It doesn't give you much to work with.
Right.
Day 5 is about learning how to expand your ideas. You want to paint a picture of the food for the listener.
But how do I expand my answer if my English is very basic?
You do it by answering simple follow-up questions in your head. Tell the listener what the food is. Tell them who cooks it. Tell them when you eat it. Tell them what it tastes like.
Oh, let's look at flavor vocabulary for a second. How does it taste? It could be sweet, like sugar. It could be salty.
Could it be spicy with lots of pepper?
Or it could just be hot or cold.
Let's try the biryani example again. But this time, use those follow-up questions to expand your answer.
Okay, listen to this good example. My favorite food is biryani. My mother cooks it on special holidays. It has rice, chicken, and lots of spices. It tastes a little spicy and very warm. I usually eat it at a big table with my whole family.
That is a massive improvement.
Right.
You didn't use difficult words at all. You used simple words to paint a beautiful picture. It feels like a real conversation.
Now we want you to practice this skill. Picture your absolute favorite meal in your mind right now. Just think about it.
What is the food? Who cooks it for you? When do you usually eat it? Is it sweet, salty, or spicy?
We want you to tell us about this meal out loud. Try to speak for at least 20 seconds. Make us hungry. Pause the deep dive now and describe your favorite food. Hit pause.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed talking about that meal. Food gives us energy and, well, we need that energy for our free time.
Which transitions us so smoothly to day 6. talk about your hobbies. A hobby is just any activity you do for fun when you are not working or studying.
Right. Maybe you enjoy reading novels. Maybe you like playing football, watching movies, or taking photographs.
But I want to push back on this a little bit.
Okay, sure.
What if I just started a new hobby? Let's say I bought a camera yesterday. If someone asks me about my hobbies, I might just say, I like photography. And then I have literally nothing else to say.
That happens quite often, actually. But you can stretch your answer by asking yourself more of those journalist questions we just used. Don't just state the hobby. Tell us the story behind it.
What kind of questions should I ask myself?
Ask yourself, when did you start? Why do you enjoy it? How often do you practice it? What is one thing you have learned?
Let's do a role play to test this out. I will be the student who likes photography.
Perfect. Tell me about your hobby.
I really like photography. I started taking photos about 1 year ago. I enjoy it because it helps me see the city differently. I take my camera to the park every Sunday morning. Recently, I have learned how to use the sunlight to make my pictures look better.
That was wonderful. You stretched a simple, I like photography, into a full 30-second story.
And it felt natural.
It did. And the more details you add, the longer you speak. And speaking longer builds your confidence.
So it's time for your next practice. Choose one hobby that you enjoy. It can be anything: reading, cooking, sports, or playing video games.
We want you to stretch your answer. Tell us when you started. Tell us why it makes you happy. Tell us how often you do it.
We want you to talk out loud for 30 straight seconds. I know you can do it. Pause the deep dive right now and tell us about your hobby. Hit pause.
Fantastic work. You made it through all 6 topics.
I am incredibly excited to announce that we have finally reached the end of the week. That means it is time for the final challenge. Welcome to Day 7.
Day 7 is called Review and Reflect. And the mission for today is very special. There are no new topics today, no new vocabulary. Today is entirely about looking back at the work you have already done.
So this day is really about psychology. We want you to compare how you feel right now to how you felt on day 1. Think about how nervous you felt when this deep dive started.
And you are probably still going to make mistakes today. And listen to me carefully.
Yeah,
That is perfectly okay.
definitely.
Making mistakes is a normal, completely healthy part of learning. You literally cannot learn without them.
The goal today is simply to notice that opening your mouth feels a little bit easier. The words might come out a little bit faster. Your speaking muscle is slightly stronger than it was an hour ago.
Confidence does not appear magically overnight. It grows slowly, little by little, step by step.
So we have a mega practice prompt for you. This is the big final test of week 1. We challenge you to pause the audio one last time. You are going to do a full review out loud.
Here's your checklist. First, introduce yourself.
Second, mention one family member.
Third, describe one object in your room using a position word.
Fourth, state one action from your daily routine.
Fifth, name your favorite food.
And sixth, tell us your hobby.
Do not rush this. Take your time. Speak slowly and clearly. Use the simple English you have practiced today.
This is your moment. Pause the deep dive now and complete your mega practice review out loud. Hit pause.
Welcome back, and congratulations.
Seriously, amazing job. You really deserve a huge congratulations. You just did something very difficult.
You have proven the most important thing in the world to yourself today. You proved that you can speak English.
Yes.
You might not speak perfectly yet. You might search for words, but you can speak. And physically speaking is the only way you will ever improve.
You did the work. You built the habit today. Remember the golden rule? Small daily lifts make the muscle strong. 15 minutes a day.
As we finish our deep dive today, I want you to think about the journey ahead. You are speaking a new language. You are training your brain in your mouth every single day.
And that brings me to a final thought I want to leave you with. Something to ponder as you continue this 30-day challenge. As you practice speaking out loud every single day, think about how your voice changes.
Oh, that's fascinating. Many people feel like they have a slightly different personality in a new language.
Do you feel a little different when you speak English compared to your native language? Do you feel a bit more direct?
Or maybe you feel more polite or more adventurous.
Right. As you learn to express yourself, Who will this English-speaking you become by day 30?
Keep practicing every day to find out. Keep up the daily habit. Come back tomorrow, open your mouth, and speak again.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. Keep speaking, keep practicing, and we will see you next time.